Okay, I'd like to welcome you all to another one of our Spreading Joy Zoom meetings that we do on Mondays and Thursdays at 9:30 p.m. and at 8 p.m. on London time on Tuesdays. So today happens to be Monday, June the 1st. Welcome to a brand new month, everyone. How about everybody unmute and say hello to each other?
Hello,
Hello.
everyone.
Hello.
Joy, joy, joy.
Hello, everyone.
Hello, everyone.
Yeah, what's up, everybody?
All right, good deal. Glad you're here. If you're here live, I figure you're the most special in the group. So we appreciate those that make the effort to come to our live sessions. But we do have the recordings and they go on my YouTube channel, the Bitcoin Ace YouTube channel. So there are hundreds of videos. So if you ever wonder where all this has started from and where is it, how's, it's kind of documented there on the YouTube channel every step of the way. A lot of transparency. All right, so we are transparent because we're making an effort to demonstrate that we're trustworthy of people's attention, and that they can put their some time and energy into what we're doing, a little bit of money, and we want to share opportunities that can enhance each of you as individuals. So that's what it's all about. So that being said, we need trust to work both ways. And unfortunately, the downside to fast growth, what we've been experiencing recently, is that we haven't had a chance to, make it clear how important it is that each person behave responsibly when it comes to what they do with our coins in the market. Okay. And we really need people to understand that we're not playing a short game here. Okay. We're in this for the long haul. We want, you guys want Joy to be around for many decades to come? Wouldn't you guys all
Yes,
be the case?
Yeah. Yes,
yes.
yes, yes.
Well, that's the whole point of building trust. So we're kind of in a building trust campaign. What we did to start that campaign, we turned the ability to withdraw off for everyone so that we could then get the attention of everyone and say, hey, as individuals out there, you're part of something bigger than yourself, and what you do does impact the rest of us when it comes to, your behavior in the market. And in order to be a successful cryptocurrency, we really need people that love to, basically hold coin. Okay. The idea of, getting a coin and then selling it and then getting a little bit more and selling it. That's not going to help us for the long haul. What's better is if most people accumulate it and just sell a little bit here and a little bit there as needed when that is allowed. Okay. There are periods of time when it's not allowed. And we're going to make that very, very clear in today's meeting. Okay. So, all right. So I'll just jump right into it. Let me go ahead and share my screen. Here's what needs to happen in order to be able to withdraw to your wallet. Okay. All right. So if you're here, you have a withdrawal button. But before you go and click the withdrawal button, make sure you've set up your wallet. Okay. You want to set your wallet up. Right here, we have wallet settings. Does everybody see that? Wallet settings.
Yes.
Okay. So you want to find the wallet settings. You want to attach a wallet that's going to be used ongoing to our website. Okay. It's not something that's going to change and change and change. It's just one wallet address that you're going to keep using for Joy. Once you've done that, then really the next step is you need to go to the market and make sure that you have at least 0.0000. So that's four zeros, okay? So 0.00001 amount of joy in your wallet. So if we take a look at the holders, okay? Some people have that, some people don't, okay? Right now we've got 338 holders right now. nowhere near 50,000 holders. Okay. We have that many people in our website, but they're not on the blockchain. Okay. So what we want to see is that we have holders that are holding at least 0.00001. Well, how much is that, Ace? Well, that's about $1, $1 of joy. Okay. I could flip through a couple of pages here. Let's see how fast it lets me flip. I don't know. Can you guys see my screen? It's coming
Yes.
up.
Yeah, it's mostly gray right now.
Yeah, it's coming up gray. I don't know why. Let's
Go
refresh.
ahead and refresh. Something probably broke there.
All right, so we broke it.
There we go.
Try again here. Okay, let's go next page, and let's go to the next page. All right, so yeah, let's go one more. There we go. So right here, you see this is 3 zeros and a 1. Well, that's more than enough. Okay, but we're just saying 4 zeros and a 1. Okay, but unfortunately, it doesn't really show it like that. But quite a few people have purchased. There was 169 last time I looked at this. All right, let's come down here. Okay. I guess let's go back to 169 here. Okay, yeah, there you go. Okay, that's 3 zeros and a 1. So this is just averaging it up. I'm getting a child Amber alert. It's the second time. That's the second time it's happened in 24 hours. I don't know if you guys are getting anything like that, but that's what's happening over here in Vegas. It's hard to read these weird numbers, right? The 4.85. What the heck is that? But anyway, you should be able to see it in your own wallet, whether you've got that much or not. I think it shows more than that in the wallet. Yeah, it should. No, well, no, it's not showing. It shows 4 there. BNB, they're showing 5, but maybe it does show. Yeah, it looks like it's going to show. So your wallet, you should be able to see that you've got 0 point and at least, 4 zeros and a 1. So you need at least that much in your wallet. Okay. So back to the website. So if you have at least 0.00001 joy in your wallet, the same wallet address that's attached to the website, then you're ready to come over here to withdraw. And you want to carefully read the terms here because you are going to be held accountable to this when you click the I agree button. Because look what happens if you agree and then you violate the terms. I'm going to start down here. Let me clear my throat. All right. So I'm going to start at the bottom here. I'm just going to read the statement at the bottom so you understand what happens if you violate. If you click I agree and then you turn right around and violate the terms. If you click I agree right there button and later violate these terms, your account will be disabled. And what that means is that your commissions will go to your upline instead of you, and your withdrawal button will be turned off for a very long time. And in all capital letters, forgiving violators isn't a priority. So we're not going to sit there and make time for people that we got other things to do. We're busy. So if someone carelessly clicks I agree and then turns right around and violates the agreement, you know what I'm saying? Well, hey, we're not going to be quick to forgive. Is that pretty clear to you guys?
Yes.
Yep.
So what are we agreeing to? Okay, well, let's take a look at what it says here. At least this is version 1. We may change this if we need to add more clarity, but I think it's pretty clear now. The objective here is to provide an opportunity that is as stable as possible so that MoJoy will add value to our Joy Coin community for many decades to come. And if you don't know what decade means, that's 10 years. So decades would be 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 years, okay? For many decades to come. We need your support to create this long-term balance. In simple terms, this is a matter of building up the liquidity of joy. Let me stop right there. What the heck is liquidity? Let's go to a chart. Right here's liquidity. Right now we got $17,000 of liquidity. Okay. I mean, yes, there's money there, but in terms of what we got going on here, it's not much yet. Okay. The current price of one Joy coin is $68,000. Okay, $68,000 per coin right now. So we really need the liquidity to get to the point where it's just as high as the price, if not higher. Okay, that's the ideal situation to create stability. Now, going back to reading. So now you understand liquidity. Okay. So in simple terms, it's a matter of building up the liquidity of joy on the market instead of draining it. Okay. Well, guys, look what happened before we turned off the withdrawal button. Okay. Look at the draining that was going on here. We were getting drained right there. It got drained big time right there. That was just one person, you know. I think they sold about $400 or $500, just one person there. Very careless because that's not what we want. Okay. And at the rate it was going, if we didn't turn off the withdrawal button for everyone, we would be looking at a much lower price, and that would then, put us in an awkward situation in the market. We don't want to be in that awkward situation. The write-up here explains that. Okay. All right. In simple terms, this is a matter of building up the liquidity of joy on the market instead of draining it. We remain careful on how much supply of joy is on the market to keep our coin going as a community-based coin instead of a coin that random traders can take over and limit us on what we want to build for the long haul ahead. Okay? We want control over this because if there's not enough money left in the coin, there's not much we can do. And that's what's happened to so many projects. They start out with good intentions. They didn't control their supply very well. The price goes down to micro pennies, like it takes 100 coin or 1,000 coin just to equal 1 cent. And even if you got 1 billion of those, that ain't much money, to work with. And then those projects end up failing, and then they don't end up lasting for the long haul, right? But our strategies will work because we're very careful on supply. Okay, we're in it for the long haul. We are a community-based coin. We're not interested in attracting random traders. Okay, just bringing some clarity to the statement here. I'll continue to read. If you want to be a part of this community, we need to be able to trust you. Like I said, we're in the middle of a trust building campaign right now. And that you will be responsible with our coin price. Our end of June, today's June 1st, our end of June price target for Joy is 200,000. Okay, so we're currently at 68,000, right? We got to get to 200,000 per coin. And our end of year 2026 price target is $1 million per Joy coin. Yes, we've achieved that with other coins, so we know it's more than possible to get the coin price up to $1 million, and we will get it there. Okay, all in capital letters. No selling, swapping, or sending Joy coins. When you use your wallet, okay, when we say no selling or swapping or sending, we're talking about this button here that says swap and this button right here that says send, or if you're using PancakeSwap, that's swapping. PancakeSwap is a place to swap, trade, whatever. So we're saying no, don't do any of that. Okay, so this is read on. Okay, no selling, swapping, or sending Joy coins is allowed while under 110 $100,000 market price for those with withdrawal buttons turned on. So if your button's turned on, man, you don't want to violate the agreement, right? Okay. Make sure the price gets to 110,000. And then, yes, we're going to allow you to do some selling at that point, if that's what you need to do. Hopefully we can get there in a couple of days. When we get over 110,000 market price, then up to $50. Pay note to that particular number. That number will change over time, but right now it's $50. Okay. Then up to $50 a day of selling or swapping is allowed. For now, it is best that nobody sends Joy to other wallets except for making payments on our website. Okay. So we really want to discourage people from using Joy as something that you're going to be sending around to different people. Don't do it. Let people get their own coin. Let them go to the market and buy it. That's going to help push the price up. Does that make sense, everyone?
Yes.
Okay. You see, if we're just circulating the existing coins among ourselves, it's going to take us a long time to get to the price target. But if we make everybody go out there and buy $3 from the market or more, then the price is going to go up much faster. I hope that makes sense. Okay. All right. When we get to over $110,000 market price, then up to $50 a day of selling or swapping is allowed. Okay. Here it's not allowed, and then here it is allowed. For now, it is best that nobody sends Joy to other wallets except for making payments on our website. If after hitting the price of $110,000 and then selling drops the price below our price floor of 100,000, then all selling, swapping, or sending Joy coins must stop until the price climbs back over $110,000 again. You guys understand that? Is that pretty clear, you think? The way it's written?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. So our push right now is not to 100,000. Our push right now is to get it over 110,000. That's our push right now. Okay. From whatever, it's almost 70,000. Let's get it over. It might take $3,000 or $4,000 to get it back over the 110 point from where we're sitting right now. But hey, if 1,000 people buy $3 worth, booyah, that could be enough. All right. It would be much better if everyone just holds Joy until we are over our June price target of 200,000. Why sell something that is about to double in value so soon? Right. So the idea of, I'm just going to wait till it gets to 110, I'm going to start selling. Well, hopefully that's not the attitude. Hopefully people will be like, man, this thing's about to double. I'd be better off just holding it until it actually does double. Why not? That's smart. Smart people are going to do smart things. In order to turn your withdrawal button on, you must already be holding at least 0.00001 Joy in the wallet you are using for withdrawals on our website. And completely agree with all the terms stated above. Okay. Well, I certainly agree to all that, so I'm going to go ahead and click I agree. Okay, accepted, because and it's got a date and all that. Cool. All right. Let's see here. So anything else I should note here? Says down here, MoJoy withdrawal agreement accepted. Withdrawals available when all other withdrawal rules are satisfied. Are they satisfied right now, guys? Is this a good time to withdraw?
No.
Yeah.
I mean, I can withdraw, but it's not saying you can't withdraw here, right? It doesn't say no withdrawing. So I can withdraw, right? There's no penalty in making a withdrawal. My withdrawal button's on. So let's do a withdrawal real quick. Just to show it again, I'll click MoJoy dashboard. Then I'll come back into withdrawal. And yep, it's all good. Wait a second. How come it says I agree again? Doesn't it lock in? I need help from Nick. He's the one that built it.
It should save it, but I will check that once more. It saves here.
Okay. We want it to save, buddy. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's important for us.
it should save. Okay.
All right, brand new code, guys. So we're just testing it right now live here. I agree. Okay. So I'm safe to withdraw now. So I actually have some joy here, I've got $85. Let's say I just wanted to take out $2, right? I'm not going to take all of it because I like people to see what I've got here, right? But I just want to demonstrate once the withdrawal button's on, you can withdraw. Okay. I hope. Oh boy, another Steve Jobs moment here. I don't want to do it one coin. Is it limiting? I can only do one coin or $1. Refresh it. Let's see what happens. Okay, it says accepted here. Let's try it again. $2. It just took a moment for the computer to go, oh, this guy's cool. All right. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and click withdraw. Just going to go to my wallet. This is my wallet here. Boom. Which is here. Same wallet. Ace Fletcher. Open Sesame. Right there. Same address. Okay. Boom. Withdrawal joy. Okay. Yes, I'm not a robot. Okay. So it seems like it let me withdraw. Withdrawal completed. I can then go to the blockchain and I can see that 0.40 and a 2, right? $2 worth. $2 worth of joy moved from, the bank, I guess you could say, inside our website to my wallet. Okay. It's all here in the blockchain now.
You have to click connect in your wallet and then confirm.
Oh, connect. But it looks like it already came here.
And then you click confirm.
Activity. Did it go through? All right, well, the point is, it looks like it went through already, buddy. But maybe, yeah. Let's try $3 now. There's no restriction on withdrawals once you have your withdrawal turned on. Okay. So let's do it again. We'll just do a quick refresh here. Change that to a 3. Should go here. I'm going to click withdrawal joy. Yeah, I don't think I've got to confirm anything because I'm receiving it to my wallet. There's nothing to confirm, right?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, so there's no need for me to confirm it.
No.
It's just going to show up, right? And I can click here to look at the blockchain record. And then there you see, so 4043, that was $3 worth there. Okay. $3 worth of joy moved from the bank over to my wallet. Yeah. It's working, guys. 2 demonstrations there. It works fine. Okay. You don't need to confirm anything because it works. Okay.
So
It's receiving it.
yes.
Wallet received with no confirmation needed, right? Just to be clear. I don't know why it jumps up to $100 in the amount there. That's that right there. Just be careful, guys. Make sure before you click anything, you're doing it the way you want. Back to my Mojoy dashboard. So you can see here, I still have $80. I had $85 here. Now I'm down to $80 worth, okay? Because I moved some out of my real balance. Okay, you can't do that with perpetual. Perpetual is just a ledger, okay? So it moves over when people pay off their loans, okay? Starting to build up though. I've got $240. So if the price doubles, that could be $500 by the price doubling, right? So we want the price to double, okay? So $80 there. So yes, no problem with doing a withdrawal because now I've gone through the process of turning my own withdrawal button on by clicking I agree. And so I'm not going to violate the terms. That makes sense, guys? Okay. Because you're going to lose all of your commissions, all your ongoing commissions. Say you built a nice little team and then you violate the thing. That team's going to start paying your upline instead of you, right? You're going to miss out on all the commissions for who knows, a very long time until we work our way up to forgiving you, which who knows how long that's going to take. Could be a long time. It's not a priority. So I hope we're being super clear that we're trying to build trust here. And so, yes, you can now go turn your withdrawal button on by following these directions. These are pretty straightforward and simple directions. Wouldn't you guys agree? What do you think?
Sure.
Straightforward and simple enough to follow?
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we got about 50,000 of you out there that, you'll be reading those instructions and that's it. So we want to make sure, you got a little bit of skin in the game. So imagine if we had 50,000 people buying $1 of joy, what would that do to the price? Right? That's what we want, right? So if someone says, "Hey, can you just send me a dollar's worth of joy?" That would be a violation of the agreement, right? No sending. See my point there, guys? Yeah.
Mhm. Yes.
We want
Yes.
people to go to the market themselves. They need that much of an education. So they are self-sufficient, right? And they can buy at least $1 themselves so that they have 0.00001. So if they've got 0.001 of joy, they can then make sure that wallet is connected to our website, and then they can go ahead and turn their own withdrawal button on by clicking I agree. But hey, they got to take us serious, right? We can only trust people that take us serious. Am I right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Guess what, guys? Some people are not going to take us serious. So there's a little risk involved here, but not much. The more a person has to gain from staying with the program with a nice commission below them, the more that they're going to be careful not to violate the agreement, because otherwise their upline is going to gobble up all their commissions instead of them, right? Their account gets disabled. Okay, so yeah, it's the account's either enabled or it's disabled. When it's disabled, it might mean you don't have any money in it, right? If you put $3 in, you didn't complete the challenge on day one, you didn't complete the 24-hour challenge on day two, and you didn't complete the 24-hour challenge on day three, you're out of money because $1 a day went out of your account. Does that make sense, guys? If you top up
Yes.
$3, you top up with three, it's kind of like three chances, If you want to take some more chances, top up some more, But otherwise, you don't have anybody below you, right? It's just you. So it's not hard. What you want to do is just, text people. I found an easy way to make an extra $5,000 a month. Would you like me to show you how it works? That's it. I had you guys write that down the other day. Remember? Okay. That's what you text everyone. Yeah, I found an easy way to make an extra $5,000 a month. Would you like me to show you how it works? That's what you write. That's how you invite people to take a look at this, because if they don't answer, if they don't say yes or whatever, then move on to the next person. We're not trying to, bother people to get them in this thing, right? We have a good thing to offer. 5,000 is a lot. An easy way to get an extra 5,000. It's not a job. It's a challenge. You do the work one time, one day, and get paid for that work you did one day, every day after, ongoing forever and ever. Right? A 24-hour challenge is the idea you do the work one time, and then you get paid for that work again and again and again and again, ongoing. That's why it's called the 24-hour challenge, because it pays off so well. You can make $5,000 a month by taking the challenge. It could happen as early as your first month when you join this thing. It could happen that fast. It's not guaranteed to happen, but it could happen. And we're doing everything in our power to make it happen for as many as possible, as fast as possible. Okay? All right. Marina, how are you?
How's it? I have not slept yet. It's 4 o'clock in the morning.
Well, good
In
morning,
South
I
Africa.
guess, or good night.
Yeah. It will be good night soon. I just wanted to find out when you're purchasing Joy, okay, so you connect your Binance wallet, for example, what token do you need in Binance to purchase the Joy with?
And it has to be a Web3 wallet. So I don't know if Binance has got different kinds of wallets, but it needs to
Oh,
be
because it's
one that
got
you
an
can
option
add.
of Binance.
What's that?
Okay. I said it has an option of Binance in your back office. That's why I thought, I could use Binance.
Correct, but I also know that Binance has got like an exchange wallet. We don't want you to use that kind of wallet.
Oh, no, it's got the normal wallets as well. Yeah.
But anyway, most wallets have a feature that you can you can add a custom token to it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Have you been through that process?
I have. Do we have those details?
We do. So let me show you. Let me share my
Okay.
screen. They're not hidden, that's for sure. All right. So if you go to the blockchain, it's right here. This is the contract address. I'll copy it and I'll just put that into the chat here. So you all have so use this in the custom token area of your wallet. Add Joy to your wallet. Then you should have no problem after that.
Okay.
So different wallets do different things, so you just have to figure out what anyway, once you connect your wallet to the website, it should work, right?
Are we supposed to, sorry, because I know you did reach out to me. I just was so busy. I saw your message and then I got a call and I was completely distracted. Are we supposed to be putting the wallet address into the browser of our external wallet, like SafePal, for
No.
example?
What happens is you'll click the connect button to connect it. I don't know if that's something our programmer can demonstrate. Nick?
Okay, because when we want to actually just paste it, it doesn't work.
Right. We don't even have that option available where you can manually pay. That option's been removed.
Oh, okay. All right.
So that was before, and I warned Nick, and then we both agree now that that's not. We don't want to slow down and do administration over that. You need to basically just know how. You need to know how to connect a Web3 wallet to a Web3 website, and the protocols are the same. Okay. So that's where we're looking for people that already know what they're doing. See, I'm very familiar with MetaMask on how to do that. Okay, but there's like 700 different wallets. I know each is a little different, but once you know the proper way to do it, you do that. You connect it to our website, and then our website will then recognize that you and that wallet are associated, and it will remember that.
Yeah, I normally know that, but since I've changed my phone, even my seed phrases are not working on, I don't know, I've never tried to recover a wallet before. But
that's a
yeah,
completely
so
different story.
firstly,
Yeah.
MetaMask said my password was incorrect, which I've never changed. Then I went to the seed phrase, I put those in, and I don't know what to do. I
Yeah,
don't know how
that's
to
that's
get
a
access.
that again. Who do you normally turn to when you have concerns like that?
Someone,
Okay.
anyone. I don't
All
really have a go-to person.
You got a go-to person. Well, then that's who you should go to.
No, I don't have a
This
go-to person.
call is a motivation call and it's an update call, not an individual technical concern call. You know,
Okay. All right.
this is a live Zoom call you're on, and we're getting down to the nitty-gritty into your personal business. So,
No, I just said that just wasn't working. So it's because
uh,
I've never done it. I think I just need to be shown how to,
yeah.
and then I can
If you
purchase
were
some
using
joy.
MetaMask, I'd show you right now how it works. You know, but I don't. You're using
Okay.
Binance. It sounds like, right?
Well, no, I thought I could use Binance. I've got MetaMask and I've got SafePal, I've got Token Pocket, I've got Trust, I've got all
Shoot,
these
you got them
external
all.
wallets.
Pick
Yeah.
one. Pick MetaMask. I don't.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
Alrighty. Thanks. We'll carry on.
with
I'll sort that
MetaMask,
out later.
it's very straightforward with MetaMask. Let me share my screen. Uh, let's see here. The problem with our website is, will it be able to distinguish which wallet you want to use, right? So I'm not sure how that part works. I'm not the programmer. So when you have more than one wallet, if it detects more than one wallet, I'm not sure how our software engages that, to be honest with you. That's more of a Nick. Nick can answer that question. But anyway, this is MetaMask. And if you want to add a token, you go into tokens, you click on the three dots. This is, of course, the browser version. You go to import tokens. It's a little bit different when you're doing when you're doing a phone demonstration. But see, I got a choice between search and custom. I want to click on custom, and then I would put in the address. But see, that says the token already exists. So it already knows I've already got that, but that's the Joycoin. Okay. And then if it didn't already exist, it let me import it. That's how you add it like that. So each wallet is pretty close to that procedure right there, Well, there we go. We got the Joycoin there. All right.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
You're welcome. We're glad you're here. Welcome. South Africa.
No,
You're in South
I've been
Africa.
absent a little while.
I recall you're in South Africa, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, I am.
Great. Well, we're glad that you're here. It's very
Thanks.
you're making a bit of a sacrifice to your sleep to be here right now. We appreciate that. All right.
No, when I saw the meeting, I was
We
like,
have a meeting
I have to
tomorrow.
just.
Tomorrow at 7 p.m. London time. That's a better time for you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely. I'll bring my team.
Yeah, bring your team to that one. They won't lose any beauty sleep that way. Okay. All right. Continuing. So basically, we are now establishing trust. Okay. Our hands of welcoming hands are extended to those that have already joined us. And we're saying, take our hands and show us some trust and give us something trustworthy by coming into agreement with us. And then at that point, when you have your withdrawal button turned on, you can withdraw as much as you want when you want. Just don't sell or swap or send unless that's also allowed. Okay. And again, the conditions, first step, we got to get to 110,000. So we got to move from basically the 70,000 where we're at now up to 110. And then, we'll make a big announcement. Okay, you're allowed. Right now, you're allowed to swap or sell, not send, swap or sell up to $50 if you really feel inclined to do that. But the smart people are not going to do that because they want to double their money. They're not going to be happy with $50 when they get $100 just by waiting for a few weeks. It makes more sense to wait, especially with the price going to continue to go up. We're expected to go to 1 million if they wait till the end of the year. And their $50 today would be worth $500 at the end of the year. See, the smart people are going to hold for that, right? But I know people got bills, whatever. They're going to take up to $50 a day. But if enough people go 50, 50, 50, 50, that could drive the price right back down below our price floor again of 100,000. Then we have to put the brakes on again and then wait for it to build back up to over 110. So, I mean, we got $40,000 move we got to make right now. But, once we get that done, then when we hit the price floor, it's only a $10,000 move to get it back into the right place. So those people that need to pay some bills or whatever, it's going to, the price might wobble there for a little bit between, around 110 down to around 100,000. It could wobble for a while. And by the end of the month, we'll get it up to 200,000. I mean, the main thing is we get 50,000 people come in and buy a coin and hold it, buy $1 worth of the coin and hold it. That's $50,000 rushing in. That should help us get to the price of 200,000 easily. Okay. Not to mention people paying off their loans, not to mention people topping up, all the other things that will put positive buying pressure on the coin. Okay. So we've got plenty of things. It's all in the works. Everything's in the works for positive buying pressure to come in. It just hasn't yet. But I'd like to see it happen now. Now that we're extending the trust, it's time. It's time. Would you guys agree it's time? Yeah?
Yep.
I can't hear you.
Yes.
Mute. Let me know if you agree. It's time. Okay. Very good. Well, let's see. Nick, I'm going to give you a chance to kind of go over important things that you've noted. So be sure to speak, as best you can. I know English is not your first language. So be very, very as clear as you possibly can, because even sometimes I have trouble understanding. I'll let you know if I don't understand, okay? But your English,
That's clear. I should
pretty good
speak.
for the most part,
The best thing is to speak slowly, then it is better
Yeah.
understandable.
Talk like a Texan, How y'all doing down there? All right. All right. Go ahead.
I do my best, and also it is night here, so I cannot speak too loudly. Okay, we have now made the withdraw button under the agreement situation. That means that an admin can set it to enable, and as long as the admin has at enable, you can agree and do the withdrawals. And as soon as it becomes unagreed, then you can agree again and do the withdrawals and if that violates, then the admin can set it to disable, and that means that you cannot withdraw, but also the Mojoy will become disabled. So your, as A said, your commissions go, or your commissions from your downlines go to your sponsor. They'll skip you that way. What is more new? That is, let me see.
Do you want to actually share your screen and show something?
No, I don't have to show something. What is improved in the last few, by today, that is that the perpetual paybacks are improved now and correct calculated. That means that if you pay the 50 goes to your real balance. And that means that was an error in the system, so that is now corrected. And it is, if you have over the $50 in your perpetual balance, only the 50 of you go to the real balance. And the rest is what you earn from your downlines, and your downlines needs to go to pay back the perpetual. And then that part of what you received will go to your real balance if they pay back. So that is all working fine now. What further to clear? What can be questions more? What is unclear from you?
All right. All right. Well, thank you. I do want to show that part. So let me share my screen. Let's see here. What we're talking about here is the difference between these two boxes right here. Okay. This real balance box and the perpetual support balance box. Okay. Notice I've got a value of $81 in this box, and I've got a value of $242 in this box. And some people are complaining when they look at these values, OMG, they say, why did it go down? Guys, if the price goes down, the value of the coins you got goes down. That makes sense, right? What's that? The
Yeah.
price going down. That's what we're looking at there. Right here, we're looking at price going sideways. Okay. But right there, it was going down until we turned everybody's withdrawal button off. It stopped that downward move in its tracks. It was the right thing to do. All right. So this right here is stored up commissions, okay, that show up in your ledger as perpetual distribution. See the difference? I got real distribution from this person here, right? Like Willie Dale. Thank you so much, Willie Dale, for contributing, 2 cents to my well-being. I appreciate that, Willie. All right. And right here, we got perpetual distribution. And that's what's going in the box right here. Okay. So those perpetual balances are going here until that particular person pays off their loan. When they do, then whatever's stored up for me in their behalf will come to me. It'll move from this column over here or this box over here over to this box over here. Okay, that's what happens. Yeah, we're gonna maybe not this call, but another call. We're gonna do a deep dive into what the meaning of everything is here and how to totally understand the ledger. Like payout completed. I think that's because I did 2 transactions. I did a $2 transaction. I did a $3 transaction. So, but we'll spend time on talking about the ledger and stuff like that on another meeting. But understand the perpetual thing is stored up commissions from people that haven't paid off their loans yet. Well, gee, we want to get them to pay their loans off, so we should jump in our genealogy and invite them to pay off their loans. Okay, that's what we should do. So you see these bright green boxes? Okay. If I hold my thing over the P, it says perpetual agreement not paid back. Well, that means that person hasn't paid back their loan. Well, how do they do that? Well, they've got to go to the dashboard. Okay. They got to click on top up, and it will give them opportunity to pay back $50 in USDT right here. Okay. That's how they pay off their loan. That's the way to do it. Top up via wallet. Now, right mindset for Joy and BNB, I don't have a loan to pay off, so you can't really see what I'm talking about. But those that have loans, they don't see the Joy and the BNB. What they see is you can pay off your loan now. It's $50 USDT. And as long as you got $50 USDT in your wallet and you click up top up via wallet, it should take that $50 of USDT, and then your loan should be paid off. And when your loan is paid off, then your withdrawal button gets turned on. So people that don't have a withdrawal button, it could be they haven't paid off their loan yet. So you got to pay your loan off first, then you can go through, having a withdrawal button turned on. So that's another thing. So anybody with an outstanding loan, they should pay that off. Okay. And if they're struggling to pay it off, look, there's a lot of creative ways to do that. And I've talked about it to many groups. So I'm not going to cover that right now, but there's some creative ways to do that. Just, talk to your, people in your upline. They probably know how to guide you. Okay. But, I hope most of the people that took out a loan, understood it was $50 going in and that they need to pay it off before the commissions become real. Okay. Where they can then use it in the market. Okay. All that. Hopefully that's being very, very clear. Okay. So what else do I need to? This is your referral code. I know some people don't understand that affiliate code and referral link is the same thing. Okay. So make sure you teach people that. Yeah, that pretty much covers this page, right? Top up, withdrawal, perpetual. Okay. All right, I think we're golden. We have the new we have the new 24-hour challenge video. Okay. You'll notice that it's an additional 2 minutes longer. Okay.
What can you do with $1?
Up within just the first 3 weeks. The 24-hour 2026.
Breaking news. We have just received reports of a major development.
So that's where the 2 minutes begins right there. Pretty cool breaking news. Okay, very dramatic. Anyway, yeah. So we want people to be excited about the fact that we've grown so fast, but we grew that on perpetual loans. Now we want to shift the energy perpetual loans over to making that energy on the top up side. After all, $5 is less money to come up with than $50. Smarter just to do $5 now, right? So let's try to, shift the energy. We haven't successfully shifted the energy yet. We still have most of the energy pointing at the most of our 50,000 people that were in the community right now. They're still promoting perpetual loans. They need to be promoting top up, $5. Okay, that's what they should be promoting. That hey, you got a chance to make $5,000 a month here. You could probably build that in your first month, following a 24-hour challenge, system. And only $5 to get started. Easy. That should be the message that goes out. So let's hopefully get that, through the whole team. We got many levels to this now. I'm also coming up with ideas in my head. Is there any possible way for people to make money with this without having to recruit? I'm thinking, and I'm coming up with some creative ideas, right, Nick? We're not going to talk about them today, but I've already shared with them some of my ideas, right? Pretty cool, right? But yeah, so we're gonna have lots of different things coming up, but we need the main core, mainstream of what we're doing is join, take the challenge, get your 2 people in place on your first day. And hooray, that should just perpetuate you into a stream and an ever-growing stream of income, that should take care of you, for the rest of your life. That's the idea, So it's exciting all on its own the way it is, but we can always add little bonuses and different things like that to what we're doing, where even people that don't have referrals can actually earn or have the chance to earn and stuff like that, So yeah, I'm a very creative business person, so I'm bound to, find a way to make everybody happy. That's what I'm aiming to do. Okay. All right. So when it comes to Mojoy, does anybody have any questions about Mojoy? No questions? Going once? Anybody want to make a comment or make a statement or share their feelings? Okay, Hunter, go ahead.
Yeah, just an announcement that due to a scheduling conflict, my next Crypto Cove call that was meant to be tomorrow on Tuesday has been pushed back to Wednesday. At the same time still, it'll be at 9:30 p.m. New York time.
Perfect. All right, that's just one day later. Okay. So on Tuesday, we do have our it's 8 p.m. 8 p.m. London time, or 8 p.m. London time meeting that's just like this one. So, right now we're servicing, the North American continent and Asia with this particular meeting time. For us here in the North, for us here in on the American continent, I shouldn't say North America because it's pretty much it includes Panama, which is not North America. So I guess it depends what side of the canal you're on, if you're North America or South America, but that's kind of the dividing line. But yeah, it's all of America. So basically the American side of things is, served well with this time. Also Asia is served well. For them, it's the morning. Over here, it's the evening. But tomorrow evening, London time, that's, around noon my time. It's around 3 p.m. New York time. So if you can come to that, great. but that really serves the people that are in Europe and Africa. So, so that's why we chose that time. So we try to make it so that you don't have to wake up at 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock in the morning to attend one of our meetings. We have a meeting that might be convenient for you, whatever time it might be. All right. So let's see here. That's it. Anything else, Hunter? Our fearless leader?
Nope, not that I
Okay.
can think of.
Our resident crypto expert. Okay. Use the walk-in encyclopedia of crypto.
Hey, Ace, I just want to vouch for your kindness and your genuine heart, genuine heart to help people, and you've brought people into the community like Paulie T, who's very much the same. So yeah, the leaders they're awesome, just like yourself.
Yeah, like attracts like. I think that includes
Yeah, well, that's right,
over there in
yeah.
Australia for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
So very much appreciate that comment. Thank you.
Yeah, I love your genuine just your
the point
authenticity.
is, opportunities is the way forward. Jobs is part of the past. I mean, what just happened recently? But yeah, yep. A whole movie, like a 2-hour movie, was created without any actors or directors or cameras or anything. And I think the budget was like $2,000. So on a budget of $2,000, AI has made a full-blown movie, right? What do you think is going to happen to the job market when AI and robots start really, taking their position? Those of us in the US, we're used to coming to a fast food restaurant, right? We drive up and there's a speaker where the menu is, and we're talking usually to a human. Am I right? Probably by next year, there won't be any humans doing that job anymore. It'll just be all like an AI, talking to you, as you go through the drive-through. That's one less job in the restaurant. Well, some restaurants have already eliminated their cashiers. So everything's done by you got to use a credit card or whatever. It's happening, guys. The Industrial Revolution is over. We're at the conclusion. The idea of making it on a job, there won't be any jobs, right? So what does that leave us? Opportunity. So we fall in that category. We're extending an opportunity, and maybe it'd be even better than having a job. That's the idea. That should be actually something that we like, get. I mean, it should enhance our life. Especially the idea of working one time and getting paid for that work again and again and again every day for the rest of your life. That's a cool idea, right? That's the kind of opportunity we're putting out there right now. So yeah, opportunity is where it's at. And we're not the only game in town, but we're one of the fastest growing things in town, right? So let's jump on this fast train. It's obviously going somewhere, and make sure all the people we care about jump on too. Okay. That's it.
Hey, it's just something else. I loved how you the other, was it yesterday or the day before, when you got onto the Zoom with everybody, just to again to nip things into in the bud.
Oh, like impromptu Zooms?
Yeah, impromptu Zooms. That was good.
It wasn't even scheduled. I just noticed some people were confused, and it was like,
that's right.
I can clear this up. So
that was awesome.
I take my weakness. See, I've got a couple of weaknesses. Okay.
Big fingers, thick. What do you call it?
I do have big fingers. Have you seen the size of these fingers? Right? Look at that. Okay. They don't fit on keyboards or on little phone screens. They doesn't work very well. I end up pushing 2 buttons at a time instead of one. But so I don't type very fast. That's a weakness of mine. And I'll be honest with you, if it comes right down to it, I'll just admit it. I'm lazy. Okay. I'm like a lot of other guys out there. I'm just lazy. Why should you work really hard when you don't have to? Right? I just want to be rich. So to me, show me the lazy man's way to becoming rich. And we found it. It's here. This is it. Okay. This is how you do it. All right.
In the old days, we'd jump on the blower, but now you just jump on a Zoom call.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. So, so let's just, we can take our, our weaknesses and turn them into advantages, right? So when people are sitting there texting back and forth, I'm saying, guys, I can't keep up with all this texting back and forth. If you want to talk to me, here's a Zoom link. Come talk to me if you want to talk to me. And several of them took me up on my offer. And by the time I got done talking to them, they were so happy. You saw what they wrote up afterwards?
Yeah. I saw it the next day.
Because they're not used to a founder or a creator of an opportunity like me. They're not used to those kinds of people being available and interested and paying attention enough to deal with individuals, okay, and caring enough to say, hey, let's go talk about it. Let's talk it over. Let's reason with each other. Most of the people sitting in my chair with other opportunities, they don't give a flying flip about their members. Okay. They don't. In fact, they're trying to figure out a way to squeeze those members for more money, but not me. If you did the math on Mojo, I gave it all away. A whole dollar, you put $1 in, a whole dollar can get paid back to you. It pays on 10 levels, all of it. It adds up to it. So that means you can keep it. Okay. So I'm just trying to help you guys get ahead. And I get my part, I'm working inside what they call the margins, and for the most part, I'm okay, inside the margins. So thanks for noticing that, Lindsay. But yeah, if you're part of our Telegram group, let me show you what he's talking about. So you need to be a part of it. We got 50,000 of you. Where are you? You should be in the group. There's room for 200,000. Okay. Let me share my screen. This is the right group to be in. This is the mainstream of Mojoy. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, not there. Telegram. Fast Track to 5,000. Okay. So the name of the group is Fast Track to 5,000 per month. Mojoy. That's the name of it. Okay. And info. There it is. So it's at Fast Track 5,000. Okay. We'll copy that. Copy that. I'll put it in the clipboard. Make sure everybody joins this group. It's a public group. Anybody can join. No problem. It's not really that restrictive. No need for that anyway. We're just big on invitation here. We want everybody to be a part of the joy that we're spreading around the world, Because joy to the world, right? That's what we're doing here. We're spreading joy. Okay. And you're in the spreading joy meeting right now. So you're in the right place. Okay. All right. So Fast Track 5,000. Join that group. We want everybody in the group. Okay. And if we need to, we'll set up more groups. When we max this one out to 200,000, probably by that time we'll be ready just to take that whole kind of idea of, communicating and put it inside the website somewhere. But for now, we're using Telegram as a way to communicate with each other. Okay. Welcome to the group, Kyle from Utah. Glad you're here. All right. All right. So let's see here. And Pablo just now joined. Okay. See? The invitation's out there. Doug, welcome. Okay. All right. That's it, guys. So I think we're good. We've said it all today. The campaign of trust is well on its way. Okay. We've extended the welcome hand to turn on your own withdrawal button. Just meet our simple criteria. It's only $1. What can you get for $1? Well, you can get a Joy-Coin and get your withdrawal button turned on. How about that? All right. So go do that. Connect your wallet. And then booyah, click I agree. And then be careful. Watch the price. Watch the price. How many of you would like to have the price chart on the withdrawal page itself? Would you guys like to see the price chart there? I'd like to see it there. Here, I'm going to give Nick some direction here. Let me show you what I want, Nick. Nick's our programmer. Okay, so close that. Go back to our chart. Use the use this ApeSpace chart. Just iframe this if you can. Iframe the chart itself. Okay, this stuff here. Iframe it and put that iframe. Insert the iframe right here between these two boxes. Okay, between this box and that box. That's where we want the chart right there. So before they go down here and withdraw any coin, they're looking at the chart going, oh, it's not above 110. So, I can withdraw, but I can't swap or sell or send, right? Let's look at the chart. That makes sense, Nick, right there? Give me a yes.
Yes. Yes.
Thank you for the yes. All right, that'll be done soon, guys. All right, so we'll be crystal clear.
Ace,
Yes, go ahead.
how is the process that people can get enabled by the admin? Because now they are all disabled.
Well, they're going to be enabled when they click that button, right?
No, the admin has first to set enabled to the user and then they can agree.
Well, doesn't that affect commissions? No, they shouldn't all be disabled.
Okay, you want them default enabled.
They should be that. Yeah, I don't
Okay.
know where the confusion was, but the default should be
Okay.
everyone is enabled. Okay.
Okay, okay,
So that commissions
Then
are rolling, right?
I will change that.
Yeah. Default is everyone is automatically enabled,
Okay,
and then they can turn on their withdrawal button by clicking I agree. Okay. Yeah, there's no way I'm going to go on one by one, click and turn on and enable 50,000 people. Geez. Remember, I'm lazy. Okay. That sounds like work. Okay. Code that thing. Make it easy for everyone. All right. Yeah, I don't know, Gregory. I'm just reading what you wrote there. Be careful out there. All right. Okay, so that's it. We'll go ahead and close out this meeting. So how about everybody say, you can trust me, boss. Everybody can unmute and say that.
You can
You
trust
can
me,
trust
boss.
me, boss.
All right.